Should Erik ten or not? Despite being entrusted with the mission to revive Manchester United, Erik ten Hag's seat is currently in jeopardy as the team has lost 3 out of 5 matches in the Premier League and started their Champions League campaign with a defeat. The possibility of the Dutch strategist being sacked has been discussed. But if this happens, what consequences will it entail? It can be said that since Sir Alex Ferguson left Manchester United, Erik ten Hag has been the most highly anticipated manager, despite not having an impressive CV like Louis van Gaal or Jose Mourinho. However, with his enthusiasm and vision, the former Ajax coach gives the impression that Manchester United, under his guidance, could return to its peak, similar to how Liverpool and Manchester City succeeded under Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola. If Manchester United ends the 2022-23 season as Carabao Cup champions, reaches the FA Cup final, and finishes third in the Premier League, there is even more reason to believe in the Red Devils' future. But between about 2 and currently, there exists a significant gap. While the excitement about signings like Mason Mount, Rasmus Højlund, and Andre Onana hasn't fully materialized, a series of incidents, poor performances, injuries, and confusion have engulfed Old Trafford. Scandals, loss of form, injuries, and tactical confusion have led to Manchester United having more losses than wins in the early part of the season, with only 6 games played in 2 competitions. Currently, there are 2 contrasting opinions on whether Erik ten Hag should be sacked or not. Some argue that the Dutch strategist should be given a chance, as this season has brought many challenges beyond his control. They believe it's still the early stages, and things aren't too bad to warrant such a drastic move. On the other hand, some believe that Erik ten Hag should be immediately sacked to prevent a crisis at Old Trafford. The issue at Manchester United is not the lack of quality players but a lack of motivation and contribution. Continuing to trust the 53-year-old manager may lead to further setbacks. However, if Manchester United's leadership decides to sack Erik ten Hag at this point, they will face complex challenges. Who else is willing to step into the chaotic Old Trafford environment? Essentially, ten Hag is a manager with both passion and vision, and he has done everything to help the team return to glory. While the current performance of the Red Devils is below par, is it all his fault? If they hastily dismiss him after just over a season, it may be akin to throwing £500 million out the window once again. It's important to note that the players ten Hag has brought in fit his philosophy, and he joined Old Trafford for a reason. If the professor departs, it would mean starting from scratch once more. Manchester United has undergone multiple managerial changes, from Louis van Gaal to David Moyes and Jose Mourinho, each with their own approach. When Ole Gunnar Solskjaer took over, a new direction emerged, and those who suited the special one became less useful. So, the revolving door has spun many times but yielded no success. During that time, Manchester City placed full trust in Pep Guardiola, while Liverpool revered Jurgen Klopp as a saint. And what those 2 clubs received in return were glorious achievements in the Champions League and Premier League. It's a hard lesson that Manchester United must consider if they contemplate sacking Erik ten Hag. No turbulence, no dynasty. This might just be a period of calm for Erik ten Hag and Manchester United. Time is what they both need most right now to prove whether their union was a mistake from the beginning or not.